Greetings, beautiful people. This is Simon Javan Okelo, and we are here for an incredible episode of the Madaraka Festival Podcast. We are on the road this summer, and our first stop is at QDT Wines, which is in beautiful Woodinville, Washington. And I'm really privileged to be with the wonderful Darnesha Bowman, who is a leader, connector, advocate. And the work that Darnesha is doing is helping strengthen communities and create opportunities and inspire others to lead with purpose. Darnesha, welcome to the show.
Hello, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for making the time, especially on such a nice Sunday afternoon.
Mm.
You know, as a hiker, you'd probably be somewhere up the mountains.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
1,000%, yes.
Yeah. I want you to take us back to a time when you were 10 to 15. Paint for us a picture of the environment that raised you. Share with us the colors, the sounds, and the smells of that environment, and also how it really connects to the work that you do today.
Yeah, sure. I would love to do that. When I think about myself at 10 to 15 years old, my home was not a home that was a loving and caring and stable home for me at that time. At that time, mental health and mental illness had shown up in my family in a way that I was deeply impacted. I was moved from South Seattle, the Rainier Valley area, where I grew up, where I went to church, that was my community. And we became housing unstable and had to move out north in sixth grade. And so already a hard time. But in sixth grade, I was moved out to a community that I didn't know. My mother was dealing with the height of her mental health. And so the colors I would think of back then were, I would say, like the color blue, because I really did love being outside. I love sunny days. I was the kid that played outside. And so blue skies really stick out for me for that, especially Seattle summer. You really can't beat it. And I'm born and raised here, so I really love blue. And I would also say another color that stuck out to me would be purple. I just love the color purple. I love the movie also.
Yeah.
And so those are the two colors that stick out to me at that time in my life.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that. Growing up, did you always think you would be a leader?
That's a great question. Growing up, I was raised in a place where I had to be a leader because I had to survive some of the very infrastructures that I'm helping to rebuild and reimagine that impacts my work. Growing up, I was a leader. No one ever just told me those words. I didn't know that until I was in my 20s, that's what that was called. That I was leading people. I was sharing my story about what was happening in my home, and no one ever listened. And I realized that the system was never going to come and save me. Being out in Linwood in the 90s, I never lied about what was happening to me. And so that really helped shape who I am today.
Yeah. I love that. You know, looking at the work you do and the impact you have in the community, I'm curious to know whether there is something specific that inspired you to dedicate your life to serving others and uplifting others.
I think the one thing that really stuck out to me is that it can be done, and we have to just keep people first. Yeah. And just take care of people. Once I got into places where I could take care of people and help people, I just started to do that. Yeah. When I became in positions of power or positions of authority in work, when I realized I was a leader over people, I decided to lead people the right way. Yeah. And just tell them to do the right thing. Yeah. Always. Yeah.
Speak about a defining moment that really made you change directions, because I feel that there was something that could have happened at a given time that really made you feel like this is what I need to be focusing on.
Yes, there is a defining moment for me. I went to Meadowdale High School back in the 90s. I graduated in 97. And so I was there was not a lot of girls in school that looked like me. And I loved dance and drill, and I wanted to start a step team at my school. They had never heard of that out in the North End back at that time. No one knew what that was. I loved to dance. I grew up dancing. And I found some other girls in my school that wanted to do a step team. We also wanted to start a Black student union as well. I'm like in high school out in the North End, and I had to figure out how to navigate through these complex systems as a kid and make it happen. And I did it. That was a defining moment for me that I can do this. I can do things even when the odds are stacked against me. I can do things that are new that people may not know what to do with. I can figure that out. And I did it. And the step team still remains till this day at school. And then not only that, I started it at my school, and then they brought me to Linwood High School to start it. They started me, and this is a dance team for Black girls that went to school there. This is step, African drum, dance. I started it in high school. And then I started in other schools, and then they would take me out further out north. They're like, we have kids that would love to do that. Started out here. And I just kept starting these things. That was a defining moment for me that I could do it, and I will continue to do it.
Yeah. I love that. Over the years, I've seen you do a lot of things, and I feel like I'm like that too. It's hard to pinpoint what Simon does. A lot of the time, even last night, I was at an event, and I was meeting this couple, and we talked for a while, and eventually the lady whispers in my ears, "What do you do?" And so I told her I'm an entrepreneur because I do a bunch of things. But entrepreneurship is tough, running a business is tough. But running multiple businesses while also serving in the community is no joke, So just paint for us a picture of some of the projects that you've done in the community and the ones that you're currently focused on that really brings you joy when you speak about.
Yes. So I'll say who I am. I'm a successful entrepreneur. I'm 47 years old, so I have proof of that now and evidence.
Yeah.
I've been successful in every business that I have started and run. I'm a successful nonprofit leader and have been for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Some of the projects that I'm working on right now are I just launched my first book. So I'm an author, and I'm recreating I'm recreating systems imagination. What does that look like? And so I have been working with a lot of our local schools, school districts, also the Foster School of Business in UW. We worked with them 2 years ago, talking about my infrastructures that I build. I don't just build businesses, I build infrastructures and build culture. And that goes all the way from the board level to your entry level employee. And so that's what I'm working on right now. My greatest project that I'm working, I don't want to say project, is my daughter's new business called Afro Sapphics. And so she's created a media business, and it has been very successful. She's been a successful organizer. She's 22. I just left her event today. She's bringing community together. Hundreds and hundreds of people are coming together, and her business is growing. So as her business coach and consultant, that has been my main goal, is to make sure that she has every tool and opportunity that I didn't have and have access to now, and give her everything she needs to be successful.
Yes. One of the businesses I wanted you to talk about, I think this is when we met in person the first time, was Black Coffee Northwest. We met at the Metropolitan Chamber of Commerce when the Rwandan delegation was visiting. I feel that this business was like a community service too, you know, and you had an impact from the north to further south, Tacoma. Everybody used to love and talk about it, you know. And I want you to just speak about it for a moment, because it's something I'm really proud of.
Thank you. Yes, we did meet back then. So I'm the CEO of Black Coffee Northwest, which is a coffee company that I started in the year of 2020.
Yeah.
Yes, I think about that. Time is going by so fast.
Yeah.
This is a company that my daughter envisioned. We love coffee. We're
Yeah.
coffee drinkers, heavy. And my daughter wanted to start a coffee shop in Shoreline, Washington.
Yeah.
And she wanted to be representation in that area. There was not a lot of Black businesses out in that area.
Yeah.
And she wanted to have a coffee shop.
Yeah.
And not just as a way to have it's not just a coffee shop, as a way to build community.
Yeah.
At a time in 2020 when it was really needed.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm very excited about where our coffee shop has grown. We don't have that location any longer.
Yeah.
And so even the fact that we don't have a physical location, what we have created and built is community that we are able to still thrive and be successful with corporate catering, catering events, community events.
Yeah.
I didn't lose anything by not having the physical location.
Yeah.
And that was a whole story in itself.
Yeah.
Being attempted arson, hate crime, swastikas, broken windows, and all these things are all in line. All these things happened.
Yeah.
And I had to make the decision to walk away, to save myself, my staff, my family.
Yeah.
It was a hard decision.
It was a difficult time.
It was a horrible time.
Yeah.
It was a horrible time.
Yeah.
Yes. But the community that's been created there undeniably has kept us going.
Yeah. It's a strong brand, you know?
Yes. And building brands for businesses is also what I do.
Yeah.
Using that same structure and philosophies and systems that I created for myself is what I teach others to do.
Yeah. I love that. Mm-hmm. What does community engagement look like for you? Thinking of the impact that you've had, what does meaningful community engagement look like for you?
Meaningful community engagement looks like to me is staying true to what's going on right now and being aware of what's happening right now and staying true to yourself. Mm-hmm. The first community that you need to serve is you. Are you taking care of you? Yeah. And that, like I said, I'm 47. I have a chronic disease, a chronic illness. I worked through a lot. And I know that to be true. I feel like at my age, I can prove it. Take care of you. You are your first community. That's what community engagement looks like to me. Because then I can serve others better and greater and at peace and have joy and bring people together authentically and have a good time and have good business relationships and grow that way. So that's what it means to me.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Why is it important for communities to invest in relationships and connections? I think this is one of your strengths. You know, you're always building relationships, always building connections in a very honest way. You know, I've seen the way that you've responded to issues that are going on in the community that have really been moving to actually read.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I would say every single time you get the opportunity to do the right thing, just do the right thing. For me, and being connected to what's happening right now and just responding in that way. That needs to happen. I would say. And if you can go back to the question again, because I got a little lost.
I'll go to the next question. Share some of the lessons you've learned.
Yes, okay.
You know, on the multiple leadership roles that you've played. Can you share with our audience just some of the biggest lessons you've learned?
Okay, thank you. Some of the biggest lessons I've learned for myself is that the first impression that you have of the person, how you made them feel, is the only thing that really matters. First impressions, lasting impression.
Yeah, it's the only impression.
It's the only impression. I've been in rooms with powerful movers and shakers from all across, and the way they made me feel would make me never want to work with them again. And I say it out loud. I will never work with them again. I will never do business with them again. And as a CEO of a successful brand, I can say that. I have not taken every deal that's come to us. We've been very strategic at who we say yes to because relationships do matter. And if you can't be in a relationship with me and be a nice, kind person, then I don't want to do business with you. That's one of the biggest lessons that I've learned.
I love that. What excites you about the future?
The the biggest thing that excites me about the future is watching my daughter organize Gen Z and being in those spaces with young organizers and being the expert in the room to teach them, train them, share the stories, give them opportunities, say, hey, I need to hire a photographer for this event. I need musicians for this event. And being able to tap in and pull on the next generations and set them up for success.
Yeah.
It gives me hope every day. I get to do that every single day. The majority of my clients are young leaders, young community organizers. They work in systems that, aren't fair, that they don't work, that almost killed me. I had a heart issue in my early 40s due to stress. And my chronic illness now is fueled by stress. And so being able to be in the spaces to make that great of an impact and then watch it work and watch them win. It is powerful and impactful for me. It gives me joy.
Do you think this is also where the opportunity is to create stronger and more connected communities?
Yes. Yes, there are so many opportunities for all of us to do it. It doesn't take any extraordinary person. It takes ordinary people like you and I to figure out where we have influence at, to figure out what we can do and just do it. And literally just show up. And just do the right thing. Every time I'm in a position of power, and doing the right thing is not always going to satisfy. Sometimes it's not even at my best benefit. I may not benefit from this. But I have to do the right thing. And build it right at first. Like build it right at the beginning. And then that's what sets the culture for your business and organization. So being able to see that actually work out in real time every day with my clients, I'm like, there's proof that it works. And now we just have to tell everyone. Just build that way. Build community that way. Let the community that you're working with, let them lead. You just give what you can. Sometimes it's my time. Sometimes I just give my resources. Sometimes I just show up and support. Sometimes I share things on Facebook. Sometimes I amplify the voice of someone that just needs to be heard. Sometimes when people ask me for referrals, I give them referrals and say, use this person. They're great. We all can do it. We just have to figure out what that looks like for us and just do it every single day, every single time. And I'm tested, tried and true that it will lead to the greatest outcomes in your business, in your life, in your relationships, in your friendships. It will give you joy and peace, and you will be able to be successful. I
love that. World Cup is happening.
Yes, it
in
is.
Seattle. How do you feel about it?
So excited. My daughter and I have been working on World Cup work for over a year. We were in a part of community discussions of what it's going to look like. How do we ensure our Black and Brown businesses get the greatest impact? We were in rooms with the leaders of FIFA and World Cup. My daughter is Gen Z. She was the voice.
I remember us connecting to around the creation of the loop.
Yes. So to see it happening is so cool.
It's so beautiful.
I'm like, we talked about this. It's happening. So beautiful. It's so great. I'm excited. I've been downtown. I've done all the tourist things, even though I'm born and raised here. I've been out doing World Cup things like every day.
It's refreshing.
So much fun. So much. And it's happening right here.
Right now.
Yes.
Growing up in Kenya, as a kid in the 90s, there was only one neighbor who had a TV. And it was a black and white TV.
Okay.
And so those who could get inside his living room to watch the World Cup had to buy a packet of milk and give it to him so that he could make tea for those who are inside, And those who could not afford milk, would have to watch it from the windows,
Okay.
And those who can't get to the windows would have to climb a tree to watch it above those who are at the window. It was nuts. So I was one of the kids who was on top of the tree watching the World Cup, and after the game ends, we would go and try all the tricks we saw, So this is a big moment for me, and being involved with it is just incredible. As you are driving here today, What is the one thing that you're thinking that you really have to bring up during our conversation?
So as I just left my daughter's event for Pride at Mediae Brewery in the Central District. And so I walked, she took my car this morning because she's at home temporarily. So we're sharing one car, right? So she had to use my car. And I was like, no problem, take the car. She had to start her event. So we're like in this rush of things. I walk into her event to like 200 people outside, cheering, dancing, having a great time. And I walked in, she's a media, she's doing film and documenting this and in her element. I'm like, where's my keys? Get my keys, get in the car to come here.
Yeah.
As I was driving here, I was like, I am so proud of her for building community. Yeah. I'm so proud of her. Yeah. Like, for building a community of people, a community that was needed. Yeah. That was necessary. Yeah. A space for Black queer youth to come together and celebrate and have fun during Pride. Yeah. It was beautiful. Yeah. They had a talent show contest. Like I was trying to say for a little bit, I didn't want to be late here, but that's what I was thinking about. Is that the next generation got it. Yeah. We have to invest in them. We have to show up for them. We have to celebrate them. Yeah. We have to tell them the things that work. Tell them, do those things. Yeah. The things that didn't work for me, that don't work in community, don't do those things. Yeah. And every time you see it, disrupt it. Yeah. Say something. Yeah. Fight, scream, kick. Yeah. Don't do it. Yeah. But the things that work, do those things. And then just to see it, like, I was so proud. Yeah. I just wanted to talk about that.
That's amazing.
That it's proof and evidence, though, that it works.
If there's someone watching our conversation today on YouTube and they would like to support you and support the work you do and stay in touch, what can they do?
Yes. So if you're watching, I am an author, so I did just write a book. It's on Amazon right now. But what I love to do is I do panels, keynotes, talks, and discussions with people. Okay. I'm a storyteller, and so I'm available for bookings. And you can reach me by email at darnesha@blackcoffeenw.com for bookings and for panelists and keynotes talks. I also build brands for companies and work with nonprofits. And so if you're looking for someone to help you with your board or to create systems and can create infrastructure for you to grow and scale, I do that work. It's my passion. I have a team of young leaders that I work with as well. And that also includes your social media, your branding. They do all of our social media work with some with our city contracts as well. And so my team loves that work, building brands. Yeah. And so that's, you can book us for that as well. And we also do coffee and coffee catering. And all this can be found on my website at www.blackcoffeenw.com. And on social media, I'm Darnesha Love. Love is my middle name for real. Like it's actually Love. So Darnesha Love on all platforms. And I do a lot of storytelling on TikTok and very active about what I'm doing, where I'm going. So you can support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the work I'm doing, sharing the stories I'm doing. Anytime someone's looking for someone that builds brands, build businesses, refer them to me. That's how I'm able to create a bigger impact, is how my businesses grow.
I love that.
Yes.
I want you to look at that camera.
Okay.
And invite everyone who is watching to subscribe to Madaraka Festival on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey to everyone that's out there, please subscribe to Madaraka Festival on YouTube.
Fantastic. And to everybody that joined us today, I've really had a great time talking to Darnesha Bowman, and her story reminds us that leadership begins with service, relationships, and the courage to show up for our communities. I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Remember to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you soon. Peace.